start with you. What's kind of rolling through your mind as the series is over and now you prepare for 24-25?
Yeah, just still trying to kind of process everything. Obviously, real fresh. Disappointed, frustrated. Not the way we envisioned things happening. So there's just a lot of questions. First off, just looking in the mirror at my own game and what could have done better, and then obviously as a group, what we could have done better. So definitely trying to process everything, and this one for me stings the most out of my 4 years here of our playoff losses. Just still trying to kind of comprehend why it all happened.
Sean, I don't know how it was for you internally, but watching from up above, I'm not sure there was anybody who'd had as many great scoring opportunities as you did in this series. What was going through your mind with each of those?
Yeah, I mean it's tough. You're doing everything you can, obviously, to produce, and I mean it's not easy to score in this league, and especially this time of year. So it's frustrating. We had a great team and a great opportunity in front of us, and obviously we fell short.
Josh talked a lot about lessons learned in order to take the next step. I mean, what do you think some of those lessons will be, and how do you guys break through beyond that first round and go on a deep run that you've wanted to for a while now?
Yeah, I mean, not trying to deflect your question, but honestly, just still trying to process kind of what happened. Like I said, just really frustrated, really disappointed. Like Sean said, we had a great team. Really thought, we had the makings of a long playoff run. Clearly, we underperformed. I think is the biggest thing that I kind of take away is that we just didn't execute well. We didn't play well. Wasn't. I think you got to tip your hat to Colorado for playing a very good series. I'm not going to take anything away from that group over there. I thought they had a really strong series. They played really well. Their intensity was really high. They went to the net harder than us. Special teams were better than us. They were on the puck faster. They were just better in all aspects. So, just a lot of questions for sure on why it happened. And like I said, I'm not trying to avoid your question there, Ken. I just think there's just really needs to be some time to kind of evaluate everything. Everything's on the table for sure. Like, we got to improve everything. General answer, obviously not great in regards to depth, but I am really trying to process why things happened the way it was. And I think that's okay. I think you got to let it kind of simmer a little bit, let the dust settle, and realize why we were so good in the regular season, why we were in the playoffs. I think if I had an answer for you so fast, we probably wouldn't be here. And not trying to be funny, but I am truly kind of puzzled why it didn't work, because I really thought we had a really good group. You only get so many kicks at the can. You can't. Playoffs are not a guarantee. I'm 31 now. You'd like to think you can play forever, but I really thought we had the makings of a team that could go really far.
Sean, how would you describe your time here after the trade, and what will the main factors be as you look for your new home, whether it's here or elsewhere, when you become a free agent this summer?
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed my time here. It goes by quick. I feel like I was here for a long time, and you look back and it was just a couple months. Met some obviously great teammates. It's a great organization, and like I said, I really enjoyed my time here. And I think the biggest thing for me is I wanna give myself a chance to win. And this is a spot that definitely wants to win, and has the makings of doing that.
Dylan, you said this was the hardest one of the 4 years that you've been here, and you also talked about the high expectations you guys had for yourselves. And I'm wondering if the emotional pain comes from the expectations and failing to meet them.
For sure, I think you have expectations kind of for yourself and for this group, and both were really high. We were playing great hockey at the end of the year, so you're feeling great about your game and the team's game. And as long as you kind of make the dance, you feel you have a chance. So I think, we were feeling really good. And like I said, we did a great job at the deadline there to make great acquisitions to kind of help set ourselves up. And when you do that, you get a little bit more energy, and you really get that feeling like, all right, we got a chance here to go far. So when it ends early, and I think for me, if we lost to Colorado, we lose to them, and if we played our best hockey and we lose, you live with it. But for me, we were nowhere close in all aspects of playing our best hockey. So that's why this one hurts the most for me. The year we lost to Montreal after beating Edmonton, I got hurt. Scheif gets a suspension. Stas is hurt. It hurts, but you kind of, there were some factors there that didn't go your way. Last year, Jamo gets hurt. Scheif gets hurt. We don't have Nick Ehlers for, the first 4 games. That one hurts. But this one hurts more because we had everybody healthy. We had a top team. We had our group. And to underachieve is what stings the most. And like I said, why it's going to take me a minute to really process why that happened, and really why this one stings the most.
What will be your pillars heading into an off season with free agency potential?
For what I'm looking for, sorry?
Yeah, what's most important for you?
A few factors for sure. I think it's hard to kind of weigh which one weighs more than the others. Obviously, I'm 31. I like to think I can get long kind of term deal. Obviously everything has to make sense in regards to the years and the money and all that stuff. Those things will kind of take care of itself. More so than anything is kind of my fit, where I fit in the team. My role, where I feel like I can contribute the most. And obviously a huge factor is the ability to win, the ability to obviously it's like I said, it's not a guarantee to make playoffs every year. There's no guarantee you win, but if you feel like you have a group that can make at least, make the playoffs and make some good runs. Like I said, I'm 31. You only get so many kicks at the can. Like I said, I hope to play for a long time, but, in my time in San Jose, my first year we make the finals, and that was the first year Joe Thornton, Patrick Marleau, Brett Burns, Joe Pavelski made the finals, and I think Jumbo was 36 at that time, and that was the first time he made the finals. And that's a generational player, first ballot Hall of Famer. And, I've only been in the second round myself, never been to the conference finals, never been to the finals. I want to get there. And there's no doubt about it that I feel that we can do this also here in this group. We need to push. We need to continue to try to get to that level. Like I said, everything's on the table. We can improve in all aspects. Exactly what those are, and to dive in more, I really need to kind of marinate on it and how we can hopefully get there. I'll definitely be watching these playoffs for sure, and watching the teams that make it far and see how they play, see what they do. But yeah, I mean, there's so many things for me as an off season. I have a family. I guess it's not public to everybody, but we're expecting another one in August. So going from a 2-1 zone to a man-on-man is going to be interesting. So, that's a factor as well. We've really enjoyed our time here, my wife and I and our son. So that's a factor too. And it's not just you in the fold. It's going to be now 4 instead of 3. So, it's all those factors kind of into one make your decision. But I know for sure that I'm definitely comfortable here. I've played my best hockey here. I really think my best hockey is still ahead of me, and I've really loved my time here. And the guys in this room are guys I want to play with and want to win with.
First of all, for congratulations,
Thank
obviously.
you.
And it's you've sort of answered it now, but you have a family. You're 31. Second kid on the way, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Is here the place you would prefer to stay?
I could definitely see myself staying here. There's no doubt about it. Like I said, I'm definitely comfortable here. Felt like I've grown here as a player, as a person. I do hope it works here. I really do. We'll see how things go here. We got 2 months to, hopefully earlier, to get something figured out. I really enjoy the city and being here and the fans, and it feels like home for sure. So I hope it works out. Obviously, nothing's guaranteed, but I definitely can see myself staying here, Scott.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Colorado talked a lot in this series about the scar tissue they'd had built up from past performances and how they use that to push themselves forward, which it sounds like it's something that this team is trying to do. A lot of players on this team have had, this sting from a number of years past where they feel that they underperformed and didn't really show what they were capable of doing. And I think this year is another one of those years. Maybe not easy to answer the question, but how do you make sure that these lessons that are in the failure, the scar tissue, are being absorbed and not just simply washing you by?
Yeah, it's a great question. I'm not sure. I think for me, I think you just have to question kind of everything, and I think you have to be open to everything. I think you need to be curious about everything. I think the most people that are successful in this world, and what I've, talking to people and working with, sports psychologists and mental coaches and people that have worked with Fortune 500 companies and top athletes, is the people that are the most curious are the most successful. They're always asking questions. They always ask how they can get better. And I think we can do that here for sure. We haven't won, so we have to question everything. We have to, as a group, individually, you have to question your methods and what you do in the summer. What am I not doing that other guys are doing? How can I be a better version of myself for this team? Just because we lost in the past doesn't mean we're going to lose in the future. You would just hope that those experiences will just make you better. That will just drive you. That's how I'm trying to process this. Is that everything that kind of is happening to this team is for a reason, and for myself is for a reason. And I guess that's the fun thing about life, is trying to figure it all out and what those lessons were. This stings, this hurts. There's definitely some positives. Kind of let the dust settle, and those positives will come out. And this is a massive summer individually for everybody and as a group. Like this sucks to talk to you guys at this stage and lose the first round like we did, getting reverse swept twice back-to-back years. I mean, if guys aren't burning fire because of that, or not thinking that we all need to get better, then something's wrong. Like we need to push, and we need to get better. Exactly how? I'm not sure. I think that's kind of have to be maybe conversations with each other, conversations with the team, and just try to come up with some solutions. And like I said, question everything. Doesn't mean you need to judge each other and ridicule each other, but I think we have to have some honest conversations, and maybe it leads to something, maybe it doesn't, but we have to try and think of everything that we can possibly think of.